Good evening, I'm Keith Kate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A Polk County family is remembering a son who gave his life in service to his country. Army Reserve Captain Cody Khork was one of 6 military members killed in Kuwait during the opening strikes of Operation Epic Fury.
Now his parents and friends are sharing the kind of man they say he was and the legacy he leaves behind. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us live tonight in Lakeland with their story. Georgia.
Yeah, Jen and Keith, caring and committed. That is what Captain Khork's family says. Commitment was part of his daily life and ultimately led to his sacrifice, in which they are now grieving. Now they're hoping to honor their son through Florida Southern students.
To his family, he was a caring son. To his friends, a leader. And to the U.S. military, Army Reserve Captain Cody Khork was a soldier who gave his life in service to his country.
As a father, there was no greater heartbreak than losing a son.
Khork was one of 6 U.S. service members killed in Kuwait. He attended Florida Southern, where he enrolled in ROTC and eventually became an Army Reserve officer. His family says serving his country was something he always wanted to do.
He loved his troops. He loved the Army. He loved to travel.
Friends say that same passion showed up in every part of his life. A.J. Jaffer was one of Khork's close friends, and Khork stood as best man at his wedding.
He was leader.
Jaffer says you could see that even in personal moments.
He asked my fiance if he could wear a red, white, and blue bow tie, and that he lived and breathed the USA, and that his honor and goal in life was to serve.
Khork's family says when he came home from overseas, he planned on getting engaged. His stepmother says his fiance was suddenly sent out on a different assignment.
On that note, she was not with him during the attack. So therefore, if that would not have happened, we would have lost them both. And our family firmly believes that God allowed us to keep that piece of our son.
Friends say the kind of person Khork was is something they'll always carry.
I looked up to him.
And his parents say his loss is a pain they can never fully bear.
No family should have to go through this. So when asked, how do you feel? That's an ever-flowing question. Some days we know, and some days we don't know how we feel.
And now family and friends have started a scholarship in Captain Khork's honor, a goal they say he would have always wanted to do. Keith.
Sounds like he was a great man. Tell us a little bit more about this scholarship. I know it's really popular. It's gotten a lot of hits already. Who can apply?
Yeah, so for the scholarship, if you are a cadet in the ROTC program at Florida Southern, you're a junior or a senior, you can apply, and that money will be used to cover room, board, and tuition, you name it. And so far, it has only been open for 72 hours and more than 120 donors. Keith.
All right, George MacArthur reporting live for us tonight in Lakeland. Thank you.